Hello, welcome to Planet 19 Presents. I'm your host, Kate Suchka, and we are here today with our guest, Kevin Gondek. He is a video artist, amazing video artist, actually. He's got a whole plethora of work, so much that we can't even show it all on our show. You have a pretty incredible collection, definitely.
Thanks.
But we are going to get to a few pieces today. But first of all, how long have you been doing video art?
For about 6 years now. Yeah, around when I was 19 I started going pretty heavy, and before that I messed around with stuff a little bit because I had one of those Fisher-Price video cameras, the Pixel PXL 2000s.
Nice.
We loved that thing, but the motor's broken, so it sits in a closet until I eventually get around to trying to fix it. But that's okay. I've got random other obsolete cameras, so.
So you've been doing it for like 6 years, and then did you go to school for this?
Yeah, I went to UIC and
for video art.
Yeah, for photography, film, electronic media, which I started out as a photography major and kind of drifted towards the film and video end because I liked what I could do with sound and doing things over time instead of just here's a nice still shot, here's a nice still shot.
Right.
With video, you've got about 29 still shots a minute or a second that you can work with, and gives you just a lot more options.
Yeah, definitely, almost limitless. Definitely. Your work is all over the place. It's very cool how diverse it is. Before we get to the work, though, I want to ask you about this organization you're involved in called Mondo.
Yeah, Mondo.
Yeah.
Mondo's a group of artists who put together events. It used to be twice a month, now it's once a month, where we put together theater and film and video and photography, painting, performance art, DJs, live
How many people are
bands.
involved with this? Like the core group?
There's about 7 of us right now.
Cool.
Kind of changes over time. A few people drop out after a while.
Ebb and flow, yeah.
Based on work schedules and other things going on in their life. Some people kind of have to take a few steps back because, especially when we're doing them twice a month, it takes a lot of your time.
Seems pretty cool. And you got involved, like some of your work is shown at clubs behind bands playing. Is that right?
Yeah, I've done some of that. Like first time I did that was right before I finished college. Friend's band of mine, the Silent Treatment, they were playing at the Fireside Bowl, and just by coincidence I'd actually, just because I was about to finish and I was going to lose access to it, I checked out a video projector from their equipment cage. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to do it again, and it'll be a while before I can afford one, so I checked it out, and they were playing a show that weekend, and it's like, oh, okay, so I showed something behind them, and it was fun, and I was glad to get to do something behind them again just a couple of weeks ago, because they played at Mondo, and now I got to do a full-on video mixing set, just putting a whole bunch of found footage and my footage together, processing it a little bit, and trying to just match the tempo and mood of how they were playing.
So all the video mixing is done live?
Yeah, most of it's done live with the cheapest video mixer you can buy, because the nice ones are expensive, very expensive,
sure.
like $2,500, and I just can't.
Someday, who can, right?
Yeah, well, maybe if I'm lucky and end up with a benefactor who's rich, then.
Then if we have any viewers who want to be Kevin's benefactor, go to planet19.com. Let's take a look at one of your pieces. This piece is called "Never Say You're Sorry" or "Download Illegally." Is that right?
Yeah, it's made from footage that I stole off of MTV because I just kind of felt it would be fun to make something that I would like out of all the music and video that's crammed on everybody's throats, and they just kind of instead of finding the popular music like record labels did in the 70s, now they've just started making something and telling you it's good. So as much as I dislike 70s music, at least I could respect that because it was real instead of mass-produced Britney Spears over and over again.
Yeah.
You'll like it because we'll tell you you'll like it.
Sure.
So
this is kind of your commentary on that?
Yeah, well, more just a fun way of, at least if I'm going to have the songs stuck in my head and know them, even though I don't listen to the radio or watch MTV, it still gets into your head. It's just a way to transform it into something that I would enjoy.
Piece of art.
Just something fun.
Cool. All right, let's take a look at that right now. That's a very cool piece. Really colorful. I like what you did with like the layering on the video and stuff. That was over an Outcast video, right?
Yeah. Cool. Which I feel guilty about because I started out not wanting to use anything I had any respect for, and Outcast. I mean, it's a little overrated, but it's still good.
It's good.
I don't. I feel bad, but
the piece turned out really cool. I think.
I just like the way that the pacing of the video was to work with like the song that I'd already made. So it's like, all right, fine, I'm gonna do it.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you for letting us see that. And then there's something else I thought was neat too. You do video game manipulations.
Yeah, I've done a little bit of that. Yeah, did that to. Well, it was gonna be 6 different video games when I started, but I never was able to get the Castlevania 2 one done. But I used Legend of Zelda, I used Galaga, I used the first Super Mario Brothers, I used Metroid, and I used Metroid 2.
So do you just what do? You mess with the colors and stuff?
Yeah, do color adjustment, do lots and lots of layering, some stuff with tempo, and then just match it to a soundtrack that I wrote entirely on Game Boys, because as soon as I heard that people could write music on Game Boys,
That's
was
crazy.
just fascinated, because
cool.
it's a piece of technology from 1989 made to play very, very simple video games.
Yeah.
And you can write whole songs on it, and people in Europe actually love it. And there was a tour just a couple weeks ago, and I missed it.
And everyone's all like...
I was just not feeling well that night, and they were at the bottom lounge, and I wanted to go see 4 guys playing Game Boys.
That's crazy. Cool.
But missed it, so what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do, man? You roll with the punches for sure. Okay, let's take a look at this. Video Game Manipulations by Kevin. That was cool. Very neat. I haven't seen anything like that before. It's a very creative idea.
Nice.
That's great. So we have different sort of video art manipulations. We should be looking for you around Chicago.
Yeah.
At some shows. What bars can we look for you at?
Well, Mondo, we're doing things now the second Sunday of the month at Darkroom.
Darkroom.
Yeah,
okay.
We kind of take that place over. We're looking at a few other possibilities to do things, because Darkroom's great for video and DJs and bands, but you can't really do the theater thing very well there. So.
Yeah. Awesome. So you'll be there and other places, and it'll be great.
Probably around, maybe doing stuff for Silent Treatment again.
Awesome.
Because they're good friends, nice
Good.
people.
We'll keep an eye out. Check our website for updates on that as well. Kevin, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks.
Bringing your work. Planet 19. Woo!